Hey, I'm Jon Nelms with Final Frontiers. Thanks for asking for a video update of our ministry. Unfortunately, unlike most missionaries, we don't live in one country. We have ministries in 86 different nations, and for the last couple of months we've been here in Honduras. We've recently finished constructing this new church building with the help of some folks in the United States. It doubles as a feeding center, and so I'm trying to do this video for you real quick before the kids get here, because then you're not going to hear a thing. But our ministry has been expanding very well. We're entering into other countries in the Middle East now, smuggling Bibles, and we're having great success in that. This week we got word of one pastor in Pakistan who had been arrested for converting people. He had been given a death sentence, and through the blessings of the Lord we were able to get that sentence overturned and the charges to be erased. So he's still free to go out and preach the gospel now, he and the 400 men who work with him. Next week, or in 2 weeks I think it is, I'll be going over to Europe to work in our feeding center that we have over there and meet with some of the men who are pastoring churches who want to work with us in the Ukraine, Hungary, Romania, Poland, and Moldova. And these are some men that we already support, others who believe like we do and have nobody to stand with them to help them out. So we want to see what we can do there. As far as our Touch of Life ministry there is concerned, you know about the war that's been going on in the Crimea, and there's many refugees that have been produced as well as orphans. So we have a feeding center going on in the Ukraine now, and they're wanting to double the size of that. Then we moved down into Africa. Everything's going well there. We've moved into several more countries, and we're in right now every country from Morocco to Pakistan as far as the Middle East and the Muslim world is concerned. Here in Latin America, things are moving really well here in Honduras. We just had a pastors conference a couple of weeks ago and had about 50 men show up for that. We've started 3 churches here in the last 3 months. Just 1 second, we're about to be interrupted. Welcome to the third world. We started one church in the town of Cantaranas in March, I think it was, March or April. In June, it started another church up in the mountains here where we'll be going tonight. 2 weeks later, that church started another church. So that's what we do. For those of you who don't know, we support church planters, and we teach these people not just to start a church, but to start a church that will start a church that will start a church. And in that way, we can spread the gospel of Christ around the world. I don't have the update on stats yet because I've been gone for about 3 months, but I know that we've passed the 50,000 mark now as far as new churches started. We're still having a new church started about every 3 hours somewhere in the world. And this year, by the end of December, with God's blessings, we'll increase the number of supported preachers from somewhere around 800-900 to around 1,200 to 1,300 preachers. So really everything's going well. We owe it to the hard work of the national preachers around the world and the churches and people like you all who support us, because you know, a rope is made of many strands, and without each one doing their part, the work doesn't get done. So thank you so much for helping us, and please continue to do so, and remember us in your prayers every day. God bless.